AEAP. You have to answer for Santino, Carlo. Yeah, man. Hello, everyone. It's Charlton. So there's a news story here that I saw yesterday. It's not humongous news, but it popped up in my Google feed because of, I guess because of the videos I made recently. I haven't been following Vegas news that much. And the thing I was curious about, it's about some money's been allocated to the victims, the shooting survivors of Las Vegas shooting, October 1, 2017, almost $17 million. Which, in the grand scheme of things, is not that much. It's not, and I mean the dollar amounts. That's been the issue all along. You know, for this is the dollar amounts, which could be mammoth. You know, from wherever. I don't know. You can pick your number, 50 million up to $1 billion. You know, literally, $1 billion is what we're talking about potentially. So, but my curiosity was where that 16 million or 16.7 million, 17 million was coming from. And basically, I was wondering I don't know if you recall, back in July, MGM was suing the victims. Remember, there was that story, suing over 1,000 victims, basically in an effort to try to get this, to kick it up to federal court, out of state court, something like that, and to depend on a federal statute that was passed after September 11th that basically provides assistance to companies, that suffer terrorist attacks, catastrophic terrorist attacks like 9/11. After that time, when the World Trade Centers literally fell to the ground and many businesses were just almost the cost, it's just astronomical to that. So for insurance company wouldn't provide insurance. So they came up with this law that would basically, serve as backup to insurance companies, to get insurance companies to write insurance, terrorism insurance, and then and ultimately the government ends up stepping in if it's so huge. And that's what I think MGM was hoping the government would do. That's not what this is. And so this is not a successful, this is not that lawsuit becoming successful and getting kicked up to federal court. In fact, I don't even know what became of that. I really don't. Some of you may. I'm talking about the lawsuit here. Lawsuit claims MGM has no liability to Las Vegas shooting victims. Same thing here. This is the same story with a different headline. And it's back in July of this year, July 17, 2018. MGM sues more than 1,000 victims of the Las Vegas shooting, denying liability for the massacre. And it's the Safety Act. That's the legislation that was passed, I think in 2002, is what I've just described. But that's not what this is. This is just coming from an office in the Justice Department that provides aid to victims of terrorism, to the best of my knowledge. In fact, it's the AEAP. The Antiterrorism and Emergency Assistance Program for Crime Victims Compensation and or Assistance. And that's pretty much the whole story there. 16.17 million. It doesn't even all necessarily go directly to the victims. It goes to everybody that was involved in the response, the first responders, the local authorities, and so forth. And how that'll be dispersed is not entirely clear. And this was just announced by the acting Attorney General Whitaker. He was giving a speech in Cincinnati. He's the one who made this known, made this public. Acting Attorney General Matthew Whitaker announced the funding in a speech to state, local, and federal law enforcement Friday morning in Cincinnati. The Office of Justice Programs, the Office for Victims of Crime, will award the money to 8 survivors of the mass shooting at the Route 91 Harvest Festival. The money will come from the Office for Victims of Crime's Antiterrorism and Emergency Assistance Program. The Justice Department said it will be used to assist survivors, including those who bought tickets to the festival, concert staff, vendors, witnesses, law enforcement, and other first responders. It will also be used to help close family members, medical personnel, coroners, staff, taxi drivers, and others who help concert attendees, the department said. The grant is expected to defray the costs of counseling and therapy, vocational rehabilitation, and trauma recovery for survivors and first responders. The money is also meant to help with legal aid and to supplement money spent by the Nevada Victim Compensation Program. So, you know, I don't know. It's that's the story there. That is the story there. Everyone wants to know who this is. Some people know. I know one person who knows. You know that I know that you know that I know. Like I said, I don't much care. You know, I'm like a member of the family by now. I am. There's like 3 generations, maybe 4 generations. The father, the grandfather, the father, the sons. There might even be great grandsons. But you know what? No matter what, man. No matter what. It's not okay to screw people over, man. It just isn't. Okay, you know, YouTube. It's like the movie Saw. It is, but it's like life. Life is like the movie Saw. I'm sorry, you know. I mean, the Saw is such a captivating story, and it really grabbed, audiences because of how these movies are, because it's so real. You know, where the movie Saw, hopefully you're familiar with it, where you're put in a position where you more or less have to kill somebody else to survive. You know, and that's not unlike real life to some extent. Obviously, I'm just talking about movies here, okay? You know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know whether I'm going to dig in or just keep doing what I'm doing, or do both, or do neither. All right, that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe to my channel. That was Jackie Gleason, by the way, from The Honeymooners. And if you want a movie to go see, I like Jackie Gleason. I couldn't do him in that. And The Hustler, man, with Jackie Gleason when he plays Minnesota Fats. Amazing movie. And Jackie Gleason, he doesn't say more than probably 5 words in the whole movie, and he's so cool in it. Amazing. George C. Scott is amazing in that movie. Amazing. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like down below. I'll see you in the next video. Later, man.